I'm Haley Taylor, and you're listening to the Rough Draft Diaries. We're going to church on this episode of the Rough Draft Diaries. That's Trinity Episcopal Church, to be exact. We're not attending a particular service, but we're here to meet with Sam Melden, the Director of Growth and Advancement at Leadership Toledo, a local nonprofit that was created in the church in 1980. Sam's feeling a bit under the weather today as he stayed up a little too late watching political coverage of this year's presidential election.
It's really fun. So that's what we did last night. And then I feel awful, and so I didn't sleep enough. And then I woke up this morning and excuse me.
Sam doesn't seem tired to me at all as we sit in what looks like a little chapel. It's located towards the back of the church. Nearby, someone is practicing their hymns as Sam begins to tell me about his involvement in Leadership Toledo.
Yeah, Leadership Toledo is a nonprofit organization dedicated to leadership development in young professionals and students. Our tagline is Lead, Connect, Grow, Serve. So whether it's our adult program or several of the different student programs that we have, that's what we're doing. We're trying to teach people and facilitate conversation and lead people through experiences that help them learn how to lead, connect, grow, serve their community.
Sam mentions the program teaches each individual to lead, connect, grow, serve, whether internally, getting to know your own strengths as a leader, or externally, learning your potential within a community. It's a big task, and it does take time. The program lasts about 9 to 10 months. Each individual, there's about 40 of them, meet monthly as they tackle each challenge presented before them.
And so there's a day on criminal justice, there's a day on poverty, there's a day on healthcare systems, there's a day on the history of Toledo, and learning about all the different people that throughout Toledo's history have built the city that we're in. I personally define leadership as the act of giving yourself away. And so if you're giving yourself away to a community, to a company, to a nonprofit, to your family as a stay-at-home parent, whatever it may be, and essentially it's what is that thing that you're giving away? And so that gets into a large area of personal development. So it's really fun. And then at the end, really the call is to say, how are you going to make this place better?
It's a question Sam asks himself daily, not only through his job as Director of Growth and Advancement, but also in his personal life.
I became really interested in the whole concept of community organizing. And a community organizer is essentially connecting dots and networking and putting people together and trying to discover self-interest within individuals and within different people groups. And that's what I do every single day. And so issues of leadership matter to our community and to that work of organizing. But I'm just drawn to it. It probably stems from some of my personal faith, my understanding about the world, what I think I want to be doing. And there's a lot of different things going on in the community, and I feel like I'm drawn to those things that want to forward the common good in our city.
Sam went on to mention multiple of those things that forward the common good in our community, many of them different organizations tackling difficult issues. Now, we don't have enough time to list all of them in this episode, but here's one he felt particularly passionate about.
You know, I mentioned earlier immigration, and really it's diversity and inclusion. I think that the work of Welcome Toledo Lucas County is amazing. And it was a county initiative to create a welcoming community. That's a political issue, but it's also an issue of, I think, humanity. I think it's an issue of being a good neighbor. I think it's an issue of welcoming the foreigner among you. There's a lot of really great groups doing that work, but I think that the broader community that probably are only reading headlines and responding to national narratives around that issue need to wake up because, you know, Toledo was built by immigrants, and we're a community of strong heritage. Different neighborhoods, you can track that, and that's an important issue.
So let's say I have found an issue within my own community, a problem I want to fix, a topic I feel strongly about. Let's also say I don't have as many connections as Sam does. So where do I go? What do I do, and how do I start to gather support for my cause?
Yeah, so there's two answers to that. One, obviously I have to say, come talk to me personally and, you know, get to know Leadership Toledo and the work that we're doing. I think we can help connect a lot of dots for people. You know, but the other thing, I always think it's important for people to do some amount of analysis of their personal interests and talents and gifts that they think they have, and then also the influence that they have in the community. So who are your people? Who are the people you're connected to? And if that's you work in a retail shop and there's a bunch of local businesses, then maybe local economy is something that you have a greater chance of impacting and affecting. So there's a good amount of self-awareness and self-analysis that you can do before you even think, I need to get to know more people. It might be good to take an inventory of the people that you do know. Because we're all way more, especially 2016, right? We have computers in our pockets and we have the ability to connect with people instantly. So get to know your people and then get to know your personal interests and passions. Look where those intersect and dive in. And chances are there's a lot of ground to cover there.
So what issue are you thinking about right now? And who are the people who can help you tackle it? If you have an idea, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I'm Haley Taylor, and thanks for listening to this episode of the Rough Draft Diaries.